community leaders, and more. The Voice 17104 would like to extend you the opportunity to join their mission of community faith-based initiatives. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to contact them directly for additional information at 717-745-8547 or The Voice 17104 at gmail.com.
Worldwide, faith-based, community-driven streaming media. This is The Voice 17104.com from the Allison Hill District of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Now broadcasting community radio from Studio A and community television from Studio B on The Voice 17104.com.
You are now tuned into Real Rap on The Voice 17104, where Ron Chaplin happens every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, you know who this is. It's your girl Niagara. Yeah!
All right, Chris. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Real Rap with Ron Chappell. Yeah, tonight we're doing Real Rap. Okay, every Monday night between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern, here at The Voice 17104.com, The Voice of Harrisburg. Okay, for the friends of yours who don't have access to the internet, the number is Chris Thomas. Okay, 717-889-7181. Having a George Bush moment there for a minute.
I see.
717-889-7181. And they can listen to the show over any phone from anywhere in the country. Okay, let me begin by saying that some of you saw the announcement that I had made earlier that we had a guest scheduled for the Ron Chappell show, which is done in the other studio. But that guest contacted me about 3 hours before the show and said that they were under the weather with a very bad bout of allergies, allergy attack, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They said their eyes were swollen up, and now they got medication all over one side of their face. And so they had to call off, okay? But they assured us that they'll be here next Monday night, okay? I advertised people. I said I wasn't going to do it once before. I was going to stop advertising people because y'all look to see them people. I want y'all to tune in to see them people. And then when they don't show, y'all don't see them. Y'all see me. Y'all remember that I said that they would be here, okay? So for a while, I stopped advertising guests, okay? But, that's the way of life. Sometimes things come up, and something came up with that particular person. And so, as I state, he'll be here next Monday night, if God give. Okay, we're in the election season here in Harrisburg. And shout out to all of y'all that shared Tom Connolly's video, the show we did with Tom Connolly last week, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir. Outstanding show.
Okay, thank you, brother. Candidate for commissioner, Dauphin County Commissioner. I want you to know that between 3 cameras, with all the views and all the sharing, is so far as massed over 1,700 views. Okay, over 1,700 views. So thanks a lot for tuning in, and thanks a lot for sharing. And I got news for you. Dauphin County Canada County Commissioner Tom Connolly will be back with us, Chris Thomas.
That's what's up.
The night before the election. That's right, on the 20th of this month, okay? Along with, I've invited, and I'm going to re-invite all the school director candidates, okay? All the school director candidates, okay? You can come in on the 20th show your face in the place. And my contribution to your campaign is that I'm going to give you a 2-minute spot, Chris Thomas.
Okay, okay.
2 minutes to make an appeal to the voters and to let them know why they should be voting for you for Harrisburg school director. Okay. Now we have the guest that was supposed to be here tonight. He'll be getting more time. He'll be getting more time, probably about 10 or 15 minutes, because his committee is doing business with the station. All right. And, so if you want to have more time than just that 2-minute spot, well, just inbox me or contact the station and we'll go over it. Okay. All right. Now, for you city council candidates and you other commissioner candidates, if you want a segment on next week's show, speaking of next week's show, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir.
That's when we're also doing the special Mother's Day program.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, let me hear that song, Chris Thomas.
All righty, let's get it cracking, brother.
See, completely unrehearsed.
Yes, sir. Caught me off guard on that one.
All right. Okay. Well, hey, I'm that guy, bro.
Here we go, though.
I'm sure all of you out there love your mother. Or some of you say, well, you got reasons that you, but anyway, listen, if it wasn't for your mother, it wouldn't be you, okay? This coming Sunday is Mother's Day, okay? I want you to remember that all week while you're out there, spending money, buying this and buying that, things that you're buying for yourself. Remember the one that helped bring you into this world, okay? That gave you life. It made it possible for you to enjoy the things that you are enjoying, okay? And that's that car, that's being able to live in that nice house, that nice apartment, okay? Chris Thomas, okay? Can we turn it down a little bit? Okay, because you see, that particular song there is a cover, okay? All right, that's a cover, okay? If we played the original version, well, then we would stand a chance of Facebook flagging the whole show, okay? We've been down that road before, and I'm gonna tell you, that cover there leaves something to be desired, if I do say so myself, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing like the real thing. And I think Frank Sinatra once said that a duplicate, a copy never sold for more than the original.
And that's
so true. And I think he might have been talking about that particular song right there. Sound like it was made in somebody's basement.
It was.
Okay, all right. That's all right. That's confirmation. But anyway, this coming Sunday, we're going to have our special Mother's Day program. That's going to be the first segment. This coming Monday, rather, because Sunday is Mother's Day, okay? This coming Monday, we're going to have a special 2-hour program, okay? 2 hours. 2 hours of power. The first hour, okay, now he's playing the original.
Just the intro.
Okay, just the intro, okay, to the original. Now, you notice the difference already? No, that's down too low. Let him hear it, Chris. If you're going to play, let him hear it. Okay, you see? All right, now cut. Cut, because sometimes Facebook get kind of crazy with that, that's because we don't have an agreement with the publisher to be able to play that song. We don't have rights to play that song, not in a commercial setting, okay? All right, anyway, I've invited several mothers from the community to come on with their child. Their child is doing positive things in the community, excuse me, to honor said mothers and to thank them for a job well done. Some of you have received an invite, okay? Some went to the mothers and some went to the children, that have been on this program before in different capacities, Chris Thomas.
Okay.
Whether as a rap artist, a spoken word artist, or even perhaps a candidate, okay? And so I hope that you that did receive the invitation will find time to be here, to join us, okay? And like I say, that's going to be done during the first hour, the second hour of the program is when we'll be interviewing some more candidates, okay? And like I say, school board candidates, I'm inviting you to come in to make a 2-minute appeal to the voters in Harrisburg, telling them why you should be the one selected to sit on the Harrisburg School Board. Now, I have a copy of the ballot here. And I tell you, for school director, you can vote for no more than 5. Okay, and here are the candidates. Some are incumbents, but here are the candidates. Lola Lawson, Ellis R. Rick Roy, Patricia Whitehead Myers, Lionel Gonzalez, Gerald Welch, Corey X. Williams, Stephen Williams, James R. Thompson, Ralph Rodriguez, Louis L. Butts Jr., Dave Thompson Leader, and Jane N. Buckwhack. Okay. Now, if you want to come on the program Monday night, this coming Monday night, the 20th of May, the night before the election here in Harrisburg, you are invited. Okay. If you want more than that 2-minute spot that we are allowed as our contribution to your campaign, well, then inbox me or contact the station and we can set that up for you. You understand what I'm saying? All right, we just give it off the cuff. If we made yard signs, Chris Thomas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's true, brother.
Okay, how many yard signs did the station sell?
Nada. Zilch.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. Let me add it up. Let's see. I don't need a calculator. How many did my program? How many yard signs did my program sell? Let me see. 0. We don't sell yard signs, y'all. And undoubtedly, now that's your business. This is a business too. The yard signs was probably purchased from people that don't even live in Harrisburg, okay? And you want a job in Harrisburg and you want everybody to vote for you. Okay, well, let's see you show your support for Harrisburg's only minority-owned radio station. That's it, The Voice, 17104.com, The Voice of Harrisburg, okay? And I'm going to mention that candidate that was supposed to be here tonight. You know, I told him I just had to because I made the announcement. And see, Chris Thomas, when you start saying things and they don't come to pass, you know, it make you look like, you know, you telling falsehoods. Well, matter of fact, it makes you look like a liar, bro.
Sure.
You know, but anyway, so that is Mr. Corey X. Williams, okay? Mr. Corey X. Williams was supposed to be here tonight, but like I say, his allergies got to him, and, you know, he's on bed rest right now because it's really, really bad, but he'll be here next Monday night, okay? All right, like I say, we're doing a interview segment with Mr. Corey Williams, and that's being sponsored by Mr. Anthony Harrell and the Friends of Corey X. Williams for Harrisburg School Board, okay? And so, you know, not only that segment, but he'll also be back on the 20th, you know, with another 10 or 15-minute segment, okay? All right? So I don't want none of y'all saying, well, why he do this, why he do that? Well, listen, it's my show. I give him a whole doggone hour if I want to, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir. It's your prerogative.
You understand what I'm saying? The old man told me a long time ago, boy, you run your business and you let everybody else run their shoes open. All right? And that's the way y'all should feel about whatever y'all doing too. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, you school directors, like I said, you have an opportunity to come on, let everybody see your face, and make that last minute appeal. Now, your city council members, last I checked, Chris Thomas,
Sure.
I think they make about the city council, which is a part-time job, really, like about 24 G's a year.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And the average one has another job too. You understand what I'm saying, Chris Thomas?
Sure.
And they have a lot of yard signs too.
Oh my, sir.
And them yard signs went free. Okay, and so, you know, we can make arrangements for y'all to come on the program for a segment on next week's show too. Okay, and they go for the other candidates for Dauphin County Commissioner, okay? You get to pick two on the Democratic side of the ballot, and that's between Mr. Tom Conley, who has done business with the station, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. George Hartwick, okay, and Miss Diane Bowman, okay. Now, they're running, and one is in the comment, they're running for position of Dauphin County Commissioner. And I think Tom Conley quoted that the Dauphin County Commissioner's salary is something like $104,000 a year,
Wow.
something like that. You know,
Sure,
understand
sure.
what I'm saying? You know, so they can buy a whole lot of yard signs, you know. They can also do business with Harrisburg's only minority-owned radio station. All right, see what I'm saying? And so y'all can contact the station, you know, inbox me or contact the station, and we'll see your face in the place. Okay, so that's 2 weeks from tonight. That's May the 20th. I keep on saying March for some reason, Chris Thomas. but
Sure.
that's 2 weeks from tonight. That's March the. I said it. That's May the 20th. Okay, all right. The Mother's Day program also interviews with candidates for office here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and Dauphin County, Pennsylvania. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, this show has a few advertisers, Chris Thomas,
Yes, sir. It does.
and let the folks hear from the advertisers, if you will. And we do ask that you go out and do business with advertisers, okay? They're based right here in Harrisburg, and they provide employment for residents of Harrisburg. All right, Chris Thomas.
Hi, I'm Tom Conley. I'm running for Dauphin County Commissioner. Tax rates in
Stop,
Dauphin
bro. Stop. Let's do it right in decency and order, okay? That's a political announcement, okay? We have some announcements from advertisers, okay? We'll come back to Mr. Conley's political announcement, but let's hear from a couple of our sponsors, please.
You ever went over a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? I mean, the greens were soggy, the potatoes sounded dry, and the chicken tastes like wood. And you say, that's it, I'm gonna leave this place. I don't care what the people say. I'm going to 1706 Walnut Street, a side soul food cafe.
That's right. That's a side soul food cafe, y'all. And we do hope that you go by and do business with them. They're 1706 Walnut Street here in Harrisburg. Okay, they have lunch specials every day. They have dinners for only $10. And I tell you, one of their dinners, there's enough food to feed 2 people. Okay, the dinners come with 2 sides and also a corn muffin. Okay, and they have a whiting dinner. They have a chicken wings. You get 4 wings. They have a swordfish dinner, salmon dinner, haddock, catfish, flounder, butterfish, and porgy. Okay, they also have a crab cake dinner for $13.95, and also oyster dinner, Chris Thomas, for $13.95.
Okay.
All right, and they have sandwiches, real big fat boy. I'm a fat boy, but yeah, I said last week I might have told a fat joke too many, Chris Thomas.
Sure.
When I saw my stomach. But anyway, they have big fat sandwiches for only $5. That's right, $5 in tax. You get a whiting fish sandwich, you get a butterfish sandwich, catfish, haddock, flounder, porgy, swordfish for only $5. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you, those dinners are enough. That's enough food to feed 2 people, and that's Side Soul Food Cafe, 1706 Walnut Street here in Star City, 717 Harrisburg. They're in that brown building right by the Walnut Street entrance to Reservoir Park. Okay. All right. So please go by and holler at them and do some business with them, won't you? Well, then why don't you? Let's hear another sponsor, Chris Thomas.
Hi, let me tell you about Jemima's Kitchen, located at 2233 Dairy Street here in the 717 Star City, Harrisburg. Now, the business is ran by a hardworking mother and daughter duo. They're offering good food, baked and cook from scratch and a friendly smile. Give them a call at 717-307-9593. Now, Jemama's Kitchen is committed to impacting the community in a positive manner. They offer a full-service, affordable catering business. They even host private parties. Plus, there are highly profitable fundraising opportunities for your church or nonprofit organization. Okay, that's Jemama's Kitchen. Okay, they're 2233 Dairy Street. Give them a call at 717-307-9593. Also, you can find gift certificates for Jemama's Kitchen. Have price gift certificates at Groupon or also local flavor. Okay, Groupon or local flavor for your half price discount coupons. You can also get gift certificates at your mama's kitchen. And I tell you gotta try their cakes. You gotta try their cakes. Triple layered cakes. I had strawberry cake today, and I'm gonna tell you, it was just chock full of strawberries. Triple layer strawberry cake. That's what I recommend at your mama's kitchen. But they have a variety. Please go by, holler at them. Won't you stop in, and you'll be glad that you did. At 2233 Dairy Street, right here in Star City, Harrisburg. Where you want to go when you don't want to cook? Go to Your Mama's Kitchen. Also, they serve breakfast all day. All right, Monday through Saturday until 3 p.m. They open at 6:30 in the morning, and they'll be open until 3 p.m. Let them know you heard the ad here on the Ron Chapel Show. Won't you? Well, then, why don't you?
Okay, correction. They open at 6 a.m. That's right. They open at 6 a.m. Some of you say, well, why would you run two food ads back to back? Well, I tell you, you ever question this? Why is there a McDonald's on one side of the street and a Burger King on the other side of the street? Chris Thomas, see what I'm saying?
Sure.
There's enough for everybody. And these restaurants, they are a few miles apart, okay? Your Mama's Kitchen is over close to the south side of Harrisburg, and Asad Soulful Cafe is near Midtown Harrisburg, okay? Nevertheless, I tell you, they're both homes of good service and real good fresh food, okay? There's Asad Soulful Cafe and also Joe's Mama's Kitchen, okay? Joe's Mama's Kitchen is right across the street from, what's that place? It just slipped my mind, man.
Rookies?
Rookies, right across the street from Rookies. And sort of catty corner from the car wash right there on Derby Street, okay? Joe Mama's Kitchen. I got news for you. Tune in next Monday night and you will meet the owner of Joe's Mama's Kitchen. There's Miss Jennifer Stretch, along with her mama, Joe's mama also, okay? All right, so Joe's Mama's Kitchen and also King Asad Soulful Cafe. Now to the men. If you like dressy, snazzy, high quality footwear, if you've seen a picture of a pair of shoes in a magazine and you admire those shoes and you wish that you could get a pair, but you didn't know how to go about doing it, okay? I'll tell you how you can go about doing it. Right here in Harrisburg, go by 10 Toes Men's Shoes. That's right, 10 Toes Men's Shoes. They're right there at 1421 North 3rd Street here in Harrisburg. That's right near Riley Street, okay? All right, they're open from 10 to 6, Tuesday through Friday. That's 10 Toes Men's Shoes. That's where you go. You find your Stacey Adams, you find Amari, you find a Giorgio Brutini. Okay, you find Eden Shoes, E-D-E-N, Eden, right there at 10 Toes Men's Shoes. There's no other shoe store like it in this part of the Commonwealth. There's 10 Toes Men's Shoes. Please go by and check out their wares. You'll be glad that you did. Now the weather is getting warm. The weather's getting hot. If you're looking for a nice, snazzy, jazzy pair of leather slip-ons, a pair of leather sandals, okay, dress sandals, go over there to 10 Toes Men's Shoes. They're located at 1421 North 3rd Street here in Harrisburg, okay? You can give them a call at 717-980-5933. The number, once again, is 717-980-5933. and they can also order shoes for you. Bring in the picture, bring in the magazine. They can order shoes for you. You'll have the shoes in 5 days, and there's no charge for shipping. Okay, there's 10 Toes men's shoes. Please go over, check out the store, and give them a play and spend some money. You won't spend much, but spend some money on a high quality pair of shoes. You don't have to just be subjected to should I wear the black ones or should I wear the brown ones? If you got a lime green suit, you're gonna go over there and find some lime green shoes. If you got a gold suit and you want gold shoes, you go over there and find them at 10 Toes Men's Shoes, 1421 North 3rd Street here in Star City, 717. Okay, home of high quality footwear. And take my word for it. You go over there, you'll see there's no other store with the selection that they have anywhere else in this part of the Commonwealth, probably in the whole Commonwealth. Okay, 10 Toes Men's Shoes, y'all. They got sizes 9 right up to 14 triple E. Woo! See what I'm saying? 9 to 14 triple E. 10 Toes Men's Shoes, 3rd Street, right close to Riley. Okay, let them know you heard the ad here on Real Rap with Ron Chapel, won't you? But then why don't you? All right, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, brother, how was your weekend?
Actually, it was not too eventful. I actually got my daughter out the house a little bit, took her to the playground, been promising her a couple days, and I didn't want to keep going back and retracting our word. The weather was a little bad a little bit earlier. Actually, pretty good. Like I said, not too eventful. Church on Sunday. Went to get a bite to eat pretty much after that, kind of laid low. So pretty productive, but not too eventful.
Okay, well, mine, it was just a little eventful. You know, we took a trip to the city of brotherly love, sisterly affection, Philadelphia.
Okay.
And I had a good time. You know, walked around and saw some of the historical sites. And went into a Chinatown, a few other places. We were going to get on that tour bus. They have like a double-decker tour bus.
Okay.
That goes around the downtown area of Center City.
Sure.
You go by the museum, where you saw Rocky run up the stairs, and other places like that. But we went over there, brother, and it was me and my best friend in the world, Eleanor Harrison, right? Man said $35
Ride a bus?
a piece.
Lord have mercy. $70. Ride a bus.
$70, man. And brother, like it was just like a little one-day getaway. It wasn't a vacation. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You budget for a vacation.
Sure.
You save money for like a couple of months or something, and say, okay, this is money I'm gonna. This is like fun money, whatever. Whatever for vacation. You plan on that, throughout the year. Some folks right now are planning their vacation for November or December.
Sure.
So this was just like a little spur of the moment thing, man. For $70, bro. And see, the thing about it, like I made a little video there, because I promised, I told people I was gonna take that bus and show them the tour around the city. But went by a couple clothing stores, man. That was a nice walking suit. Sure, it cost about $74.
Okay.
This man talked, and I passed it up. You know what I mean? $70, and so. I immediately thought, man, that $70 could be spent in better ways.
Sure.
Light bill.
Yes, sir.
We got cell phones,
Sure.
Gotta pay one of the cell phone bills. Got cable, gotta pay for parking. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
No, man, I just didn't have $70 just to
ride around.
You're right, just to ride around, what the heck? I mean, like I say, so took a rain check on that bus tour. But hey, y'all, if you live in the Harrisburg area and you haven't been to Philadelphia, because really, believe it or not, Chris Thomas, there's some people that live their whole life in one city, in one town, man.
Sure.
And I tell you, it just amazed me, it astounded me, man, every time I hear that. I never forget, man. I was probably about 24, after being out of service for a few years, and I was talking to the man that lived next door, Miss Alexander, who was like close to 70.
Okay.
And we were talking about different places, and I said, and I started telling my California, I said, have you been to California? You know, or you've been to California, haven't you? And he said, no, no. The furthest he had been to was the next state, which was Ohio.
Okay.
Folks, this is a big country. This is a big country. You know, you don't have to live your whole life in one city or in one state or in one commonwealth. Get out and travel. Get out and travel. It don't cost that much. You know, if you don't want to drive, they got buses and trains and planes that go anywhere in the nation that you want to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, go someplace, you know, you might find a place you might want to relocate at, you know? You know, look at me, you know, what the heck? And being in Harrisburg was just sort of by chance, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, I'd never even heard of Harrisburg,
Sure,
brother. You know, I might have heard it on that U.S. Marshals movie, but I hadn't made any plans to come to Harrisburg. I've been there for 20 years, bro. March made 20 years, Chris Thomas.
Oh my,
You,
sir.
you know, I mean, what the heck? I grew up in Detroit. You know, lived in California, you know, lived in New Jersey, you know, a couple other places. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
And so, folks, get out and travel. Get out and see the world. If you can't see the world, at least see the country, okay? You know, there's two places I've been, Chris Thomas,
Okay.
that I don't think anybody can exaggerate about. Maybe three. And that's Hawaii. That was back with the military.
Sure.
Hawaii, Vegas, and California. You know, how people say, man, this is all, and you get that, oh, man, it ain't all. What are they talking about? Those three places, I don't think anybody can exaggerate on, man,
Sure,
because
sure.
they were everything that somebody told you
Wow.
they
wow.
were. And plus, I mean, Hawaii, man, even the air lets you know that you're in some place special, man. And some of the most beautiful flowers that you'll ever see in life, man, it's right there in Hawaii,
Wow.
you know. You know, and California, you know, the red hills and orange orchards, you know, and hummingbirds and all like that, brother. Beautiful land, you know, that blue ocean with the, you know, mountains on the side,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
beautiful land, beautiful
Oh,
land.
my, oh,
You
my,
know
oh,
what I
my.
mean? And Vegas, man, you know, what can't you say about Vegas? You know what I mean? You know, the colors and everything, man, the rival, the Ringling Brothers Circus, brother. You know, so many. You know, I've got a nephew living out there, you know, was a high school football coach, award-winning high school football coach.
Sure.
Shout out to Quincy Burts. Okay, and my sister, one and only sister, live out there now too, and so I'm gonna really try to make it there, you know, before the summer's over. You know what I'm saying? But like Vegas was another place, man. You know, I was stationed in California, in San Diego, and also in Camp Pendleton, which is right outside LA. And back then, they had a discount flight, a round trip on Western Airlines, like from San Diego to Vegas,
Okay.
only $22.
Wow.
Excuse me, $22 for military. I don't know what it is now, but it can't be, probably ain't too much more than that. It might be like $68, something like that. But hey, man, I tell you, you know, I used to go to Vegas about every other month. You know what I mean? Tijuana, you know, back when we could go to Tijuana. You know, Tijuana is not that far from San Diego.
Sure.
Take a Greyhound bus to Tijuana. And I'm going to tell you, that's when I learned, when you go in these foreign countries, go into countries like that, you got to be very, very careful about what you eat.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I can tell you a story, man. For one thing, you know, you should not eat anything off the street. Like you got street vendors, right? You know, selling hot tamales, selling burritos and all this kind of stuff, right? You know, we were kind of warm beforehand, you know, but like you got three Marines drinking and partying, man. You know, we ain't afraid of nothing. You know, they say don't do it. We can't wait to try it.
Sure.
So anyway, we took the Greyhound bus there and drinking all weekend, partying all weekend, man. Another thing, they have some crooked cops in Tijuana, bro. You know,
Okay.
crooked cops, man. You know, you come out the bar staggering, man. Cops come over and ask you how much money you got in your pocket, you know, and how much money you got in your shoe or something like that, right? And they say, well, give us 200 or you're going to jail, you know. Straight up, no
Wow.
chaser.
Wow.
If you don't have it, they say, well, ask your buddy or whatever. Yeah, if they lock you up over there in Tijuana, brother, One thing, most of the jails are outside
Sure,
with no roof.
sure.
So if it rains, you just wet.
My.
They lock up men and women together,
Okay.
right? Check this out. Plus, they don't, like here, it's supposed to give you a phone call or something like that. Let you have a phone. No phone calls, man. So you can go over there and get locked up, and no one will ever know where you at
Wow.
unless someone finds a way to slip information to them.
Sure.
But anyway, let me get back to about the food over there. So we went to this Greyhound bus station, waiting on the bus to come back to San Diego, right? And there was like a grill there, a restaurant, a grill, a bunch of Mexicans sitting around, Mexican nationals, And the lady was cooking some burritos on the grill, And they looked good.
Sure.
They've been drinking all night, man. So we ordered some burritos. Now, when we ordered the burritos, the Mexicans sitting around the counter, they started nudging each other, laughing, and we looked at them like they was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we went on and ate a couple of burritos, and I think we each got one to eat back on the bus, and went on back to base. The next day, and for the next 3 days, we found out what they was laughing about, bro.
Sure.
Man, it'll run to the job probably about 5 times a day, bro.
Oh my, sir.
And just like you was sitting on a doggone flamethrower, bro.
Sure,
I mean, it was bad, real bad. And then we found out, they don't have the same kind of sanitation concerns that we have here.
Sure.
Like for instance, the water coming out of a faucet might have just left a car wash up the street. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And see, besides the people over there, their systems have adapted to, like that bacteria, whatever. They have certain enzymes in their system. They can break down and kill that bacteria, which we don't have here in America. Living here, we don't have it, man. So, I really learned then about eating food, especially on the streets. Especially grills and stuff like that. And so when I went back, everything I ate was packaged.
Sure.
Potato chips and stuff like that, man. But like no more of that doggone native food. The same thing in Korea. When the Korean the service. You know what I mean? And I remember my experience in Mexico, so I didn't eat anything over there.
Oh my, sir.
Unless it was packaged. But then again, there was bases all around. As a matter of fact, when I was over there, I went there from Okinawa, and I took my vacation in South Korea, Osan, Kunsan. I took my vacation there, Seoul, and matter of fact, I saw the Ohio players over there.
Okay.
Yeah, they were touring. We saw them on another bus. Everybody recognized, the one with the big afro. I forget his name. I forget his doggone name, but he's not living now. But anyway, yeah. Same thing over there. They don't have the same kind. See, like a lot of folks don't know, man. The Board of Health and everything that we have here in this country that folks take for granted. I tell you, if they go to one of them faraway places, man, and start eating some of their food and drinking some of their water, they won't take this Board of Health and its concerns for granted anymore, brother.
Sure.
I tell you, man, because it can really do damage to your system, eating in faraway places. So y'all be careful. But back to what I said in the beginning, get out and travel, y'all. Get out and travel, don't take somebody's word for someplace. Go and find out and see for yourself, And one thing you find, Chris Thomas, is that wherever you go, you find out that people are basically the same.
Sure.
People are basically the same, And so, forget all the stuff you heard, go out and find out for yourself, You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I can tell you another experience, man. Like I met this Korean family over there. And because I had visited twice, I was over there in October. Then I was over in October for 10 days, and I went back 15 days in February there for the Chinese New Year, staying there to the Seoul Hilton. Anyway, I met this family over there, bro. I just go over their house, and you used to sit on the floor and eat food and everything out of aluminum bowls, and they give you chopsticks or, forks, optional, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Go there in the morning, kids greet you, yeah, which like good morning, I guess, in Korea. Anyway, we're grown, so I can talk about this.
Sure.
I tell fellas about this particular situation, and nobody want to believe me, okay? We're grown now. Let me say this. We're grown. That's the only reason why I'm saying this, because I done got into it now, Chris Thomas.
Sure.
I'm telling these stories of faraway places. In this story, what I'm gonna tell you right here, as a matter of fact, I might as well go ahead and go through with it now. I done started, you know what I'm saying? This will show you a lot of the cultural differences. Chris Thomas.
Okay.
This guy knew that I liked his sister, right? I was single, single. She was single, He knew that I liked his sister. And so, no, I can't tell this. I can tell this in the locker room, No, matter of fact. Should I finish the story or what?
It's totally up to you. Show, brother.
Okay. No, I'm not going to tell the story.
All right.
I'm not going to tell the story because I don't want to, I don't want to embarrass anybody out there. And I do have a brand here, I want to maintain, and so I'm not going to tell the story. I'll just say it like this. Just to put a period on it. This guy paid for an overnight stay for me and his sister, brother. And that never ever happened in this country. You know what I'm saying? Man, the guy hurt you over, sister.
Oh, my.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's a cultural, that was like a cultural difference, bro. Everybody don't see things the same way as they do here in America.
Sure.
What I mean? Anyway, y'all, like I say, next Monday night, we're going to do our Mother's Day program. And we have a few sets. I'm talking about mother and child that have confirmed that they will be here. And so we hope that you'll tune in, okay? And I see we got Miss Jennifer Stretch. She's tuned in and she's waving me way back to you. And I know she's watching. Okay, hi, Jennifer. Jennifer will be here Monday night, y'all. You'll meet the owner of Joe's Mama's Kitchen. And more than that, you're going to meet Jennifer and Joe's mama, Chris Thomas.
All right.
When we do the Ron Chapel show next door in the other studio. Again, like I say, shout out to Tom Connolly. Okay? Tom Connolly for Commissioner, Dauphin County Commissioner. Okay, he came here, Chris Thomas, and he had all the numbers, brother.
Yes, sir, he did, brother.
He laid out all the facts, all the information.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all have read about some investigations going on concerning the Dauphin County Commissioner's Office. Well, let me tell you right now, let me make it crystal clear that it doesn't involve Tom Connolly, because Tom Connolly isn't a commissioner yet, okay? Hopefully he will be after this election, Chris Thomas.
Sure.
Okay, like I say, you get to pick one, no, you get to pick two. There are 3 people running, okay? You get to pick 2. We hope you make your first vote for Dauphin County Commissioner Tom Connolly, okay? All right. And like I say, tune in on the 20th, the night before the election, and you'll have a chance to see Tom Connolly on the show again, and maybe even call in and ask him a question. All right, Chris Thomas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I read the school director candidates. Now let me read the city council candidates. Now you are to vote for no more than 3. Okay, and they are Ms. Diana Reeves, Ms. Danielle L. Bowers, Ms. Christine Kostelecki, Mr. Dave Matson, Mr. Westburn Majors, or Miss, is that Suzanne Smith on the bottom? Chris Thomas, you got on your glasses now. Go to the city council candidates. It's a shame to say Suzanne Smith to me, but I want to be correct about that. Look at the bottom of the list.
The city council, let's
The
see.
city council.
Brianna Smith.
I stand corrected. That's Brianna Smith. Okay. Brianna Smith. Okay. And you get to pick 5. Okay. All right. All right. All right. And so we do hope that you'll go to, matter of fact, there's one more, well, this is for school directors. There's one more school director debate that I know of is coming up Wednesday, May the 8th, over at the Midtown Arts Center, over at HMAC, which y'all call HMAC, over there on 3rd Street in Harrisburg. And it's being hosted by Mr. Brian Estella and the Friends of Midtown. Okay. Hey, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir.
I went to a candidates night over there last week. Okay, at the HMAC.
Okay.
And it was hosted by Mark Hall, our friend Mark Hall,
Sure.
BBC 27.
Sure, sure.
And I salute you, brother. He did a marvelous job, brother. He did a marvelous job, you know, a very commendable, marvelous job, brother, you know. I mean, so I really appreciate it, you know, the questions he has so many intelligent questions and you know, and I mean, he was down on the stuff.
Sure, sure.
He knew what he was talking about, you know what I'm saying? And so he did a great job and hosted. And so I just want to salute you, Mark Hall. That was great, brother. Matter of fact, it was a great night all together, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got to hear from the city council candidates. Like I said, Wednesday night is the last debate that I know of for the school directors, you know. Yeah, man, I had a lot of questions that I plan on asking. I guess, you know, had he been here tonight, Corey X. Williams, about Harrisburg's Harrisburg school system ranking throughout the country, you know, 'cause I looked that up, you know, and, you know, different percentages in different categories, math and reading and writing and graduation rate, you know, and I wanted to ask him about his opinion about this proposed state takeover. You know, they did that once before back during Steve Reed's administration. You know,
Sure.
which completely trampled the voting rights of Harrisburg residents, you know, who then had an elected board. The state came in and took over, and a lot of things changed, you know. And I guess it's debatable whether they changed for the better, you know. But like I said, he planned on being here. He's going to be here next week, y'all. All right, next week. And like I said, I have invited several mothers. Some are mothers that have been on the program before. You know, wanted to come on and bring their child, bring a child. Don't bring your children. You know, bring a child, and or either a child has been on, they want to come and bring their mother. Okay, we do hope that you would show up. And folks out there, oh yeah, also Eleanor, who's also watching. How you doing, Eleanor? She said you should do one for the men also.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Because there's a lot of single men out there that are doing a good job raising
I agree.
children or raising their child. And so it's our hopes to have a follow-up program during the Father's Day a weekend also. Okay, so y'all stay tuned, you know. And one father comes to mind right off the bat, and that's Mr. Brian Hickman Sr.,
Okay.
the father of Little Boss Niece,
Sure.
you know, the freelance rap artist that was on the show
Sure.
over in another studio last month, you know. Now he's gonna have a very special invite. And a few others. But folks, if y'all know a mother out there that's doing a good job, that you feel you would like for us to also honor on Monday's program, please send the information, okay? Send the information, send a name, some contact information. Matter of fact, it might even be you, okay? And so we want to invite you or invite that mother on, okay, with one of her children, you know, so we can show the world that especially some single mothers can raise some progressive, accomplishing children, okay? All right. Okay, Chris Thomas. Where we at, brother?
Oh, we got a commercial still here, brother.
Oh, yes. Let's hear from my man, Tom Connolly, who you'll also see on the 20th.
Hi, I'm Tom Connolly. I'm running for Dauphin County Commissioner. Tax rates in Dauphin County are 3 times higher than Cumberland County, 2.5 times higher than Lancaster County. We're not getting our money's worth. Our prison recidivism rate is the highest in the state of Pennsylvania. 80% of the people that leave Dauphin County Prison return there. Our children and youth has been downgraded twice by the state oversight agency, and drug use and overdose deaths are increasing in Dauphin County while neighboring counties have seen declines. Please vote Tom Connolly, May 21st, your Democratic candidate for Dauphin County Commissioner.
Connolly for change, paid for by Friends of Connolly.
That's right. You get to pick 2 on the Democratic side for Dauphin County Commissioner. Please make your first vote, Tom Connolly for Dauphin County Commissioner. Chris Thomas, let's hear that ad again, please, brother.
Hi, I'm Tom Connolly. I'm running for Dauphin County Commissioner. Tax rates in Dauphin County are 3 times higher than Cumberland County, 2.5 times higher than Lancaster County. We're not getting our money's worth. Our prison recidivism rate is the highest in the state of Pennsylvania. 80% of the people that leave Dauphin County Prison return there. Our children and youth has been downgraded twice by the state oversight agency, and drug use and overdose deaths are increasing in Dauphin County while neighboring counties have seen declines. Please vote Tom Connolly, May 21st, your Democratic candidate for Dauphin County Commissioner.
Connolly for change, paid for by Friends of Connolly.
And also, Harrisburg has some raggedy roads, y'all. Y'all know it. Harrisburg got some raggedy roads, and this is the capital city. Now, the roads, Chris Thomas, I think, are under the auspices of the county commissioners.
Okay.
Who Mr. Connolly told us, Tom Connolly told us, they were all also awarded a big SUV.
Okay.
You know, it's part of the perk for the job. You know, so they're riding around in a nice, big, stable SUV where everybody else is tearing the cars up on these doggone roads out here. You know, and so we need a county commissioner that's going to get in there and do something about that too. You know, I'm saying, Chris Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there's a Get Out the Vote rally, and unfortunately, I don't have the location, but it's going to be in the paper. You know, coming up real soon. And there's some candidates' names. I got an announcement from somebody. There's some candidates' names that's announced. I mean, that's attached to it. And if I had that announcement, I would tell you the date, the location, but I would not mention the candidates' names, Chris Thomas. You know.
Sure.
Because see, we acknowledge people that acknowledge us.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Listen to me. Let me say it again. We here at the Voice17104.com and the Ron Chapel Show and the Real Rap Ron Chapel Show, we acknowledge people that acknowledge us. And we ain't never made a yard sign either. All right, Chris Thomas?
Yes, sir.
All right, folks. Again, please go by and visit our sponsors. That's King Assad Soul Food Cafe at 1421 Walnut Street here in Harrisburg, or go over to Joe Mama's Kitchen, which is located at 2233 Dairy Street here in Harrisburg, or go by 10 Toes Men's Shoes, and they're at 1421 North 3rd Street here in Harrisburg. And listen, I just mentioned about an upcoming Father's Day show next month, if God give. You might want to go by there and check out, you know, scout out some shoes out there for your father or for your grandfather, you know, or for someone in your life that's been playing the role of father to your children. All right. Okay. You know, they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But I'm gonna tell you, men also need good quality shoes to wear too. You see what I'm saying? Cause see, in these cities we have concrete sidewalks. We don't have dirt roads like down south.
Sure.
We got concrete sidewalks. So your man need a good, decent pair of shoes. Okay. But listen, you know what? There's an old saying, though. You know, maybe let me rethink that. Maybe giving the money to somebody else and let them get them shoes, because there's an old saying that, you know, like person, I know it was always said about a woman, Chris Thomas.
Sure.
You buy a lady a pair of shoes, you'll see her wear them shoes as she walk out your life.
Oh my, maybe
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And so the same thing might apply to men. I don't know if they take it on with the old Southern saying. So you might want to suggest. No, I tell you what. Go over there, buy a gift certificate for a pair of shoes that you picked out, and put that into a card form. Okay, is that the same thing? Technically, I would say, I don't know, but think about it. But anyway, you know, go over there and take a look. You might want to suggest a pair of shoes for your brother, for your uncle, or like I say, for that special guy that's been playing a role of father to your children. Okay, all right, you know, show people some appreciation. You know what? I just thought about something, Chris Thomas.
Okay.
You know what that old saying, you know, you buy a woman a pair of shoes and you see her wear them as you walk out your life.
Sure.
Some guys might go and intentionally buy their woman a pair of shoes.
My.
You know what I mean?
Oh my.
I hope that's not the case, because I don't want to take the blame for that suggestion. Anyway, y'all, every Monday night between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern here at The Voice, 17104.com, The Voice of Harrisburg. And like I say, okay, the show draws to a close on the 20th of May. I hope to have all the school director candidates on the show, on the Ryan Chapel show, which is right next door. Okay, to give you their 2-minute closing argument about why they feel you should vote for them. All right. In addition, we'll have school director candidate Mr. Corey X. Williams. Okay. And you know, speaking of Mr. Corey X. Williams, Chris Thomas,
Yes, sir.
I understand that someone in the community has been on Facebook attacking Mr. Williams' religion. You know,
Sure.
well, I'm not going to say supposed, but attacking his religion, okay? Which I think is totally out of place, you know, because we have a president that don't even have a religion, you know.
Wow.
You know, we have a president of this country who has a religion of convenience. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember they asked him way back during the campaign if he prayed. He said no. And they asked him, "You ever talk to God?" He said no. And folks still went out there and voted for him. You know what I'm saying? And so don't think it's wrong to throw rocks at the young man because he don't have the same religion that you have, or the same religion that you pretend that you have. Okay. All right. So Corey X. Williams, our special guest on the program, the second segment of the program last night. Okay, for Reverend Christopher Thomas and Reverend Melissa Hall Thomas, the owners of the Voice 17104.com, Harrisburg's only minority radio station. We want to thank you for tuning in and ask you to share the show and come back next week, same time, same place. Good night, everybody. Yeah, what's that, bro? Hands up. Hands up. 11 shares.